Hey everyone, it's Debra Kasowski. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 tactical tips to really get you stepping into the best version of yourself, stepping into greatness, and becoming who you were meant to be. Stay tuned. Are you a Fairweather fan of yourself, or are you playing hard to get what you want? You know, I was thinking about this topic the other day when my home team had not been on such a good streak. And, you know, people were talking about, why should I support them? They're not putting in the effort. Why should I cheer them on? Why should I go to the game? And it got me thinking, seriously, think about ourselves. The days that we're not putting in 100% effort. The days that we are focused on other things, caught up in distraction. Is that the time to give up on ourselves? I know it's not exactly a linear analogy, but it was enough to get me thinking about, when are we supporting ourselves to be the best version? When are you being your cheerleader when you need it the most? Now, if the fans stop going, do you think they would increase their effort? Would that be that negative motivator really get them going? Perhaps. But sometimes when we have our darkest moments, when we feel challenged, when we feel like we're missing some motivation, not connected to our why, that's when we need the most support and encouragement to really dig deep, put in that effort, and start getting different results. So I want to share with you 3 different things that I've been thinking about. And one is really about when you feel like you're not maybe putting in that effort, you feel distracted, not sure where things are going for you. This is the time when you want to practice outside of your comfort zone, because chances are you got really comfortable and so cozy where you are that you don't even think about taking a chance on yourself. You don't think about pushing yourself outside of that comfort zone where you have discomfort, where you have struggle, where you have challenge. Instead, you're settling for mediocrity, getting to average, getting complacent. Now, that's not very comfortable. 1, because you don't have significance or meaning to the work that you're doing. Now, are you challenging yourself, or are you looking for easy? Perhaps easy seems so much more appealing, the path of least resistance. In some aspects, yes, but when it comes to growth in knowledge, skill, and ability, there is often some challenge for us to learn. There is often new skills to develop, new people to connect with, situations that we never thought we'd find ourselves in that we need to grow and move through to get to the other side. No growth tends to be easy. It comes from these challenges that demonstrate to us what we're made of. It's those days when it's like minus 35 Celsius here in Canada, and you bundle yourself up and you go for that walk and you come back and you're taking off all these layers, yet you feel like you've conquered the world because you've done something that not many people will do. Now, those with that type of mindset are the ones that are continuously growing, learning, and striving to be the best version of themselves. Now, you need to increase your efforts, push yourself outside of the comfort zone. When was the last time you did something that stretched you, really pulled you into excitement of doing something new, to challenge yourself to a new level? Well, if you haven't done something recently, that's my challenge for you. Practice moving beyond, pushing past your capacity so that you can play outside your comfort zone and learn to step into a new world, to step into your potential of where you can be. Because it's easy to get caught up in comfort. Comfort is what we know. We know it's safe. We know we're going to be successful. We've repeated the pattern over and over. It's when we move into a new pattern that we start feeling uncomfortable. We can feel the growth. Yet at the same time, there's this nervous excitement that says, I wonder what's possible for me. I wonder if I just stretch myself a little bit, where it could take me. The second one is all about going for greatness, that race for greatness, and that's your own personal path. You're running your race, your journey, where you're wanting to go. And in order to have that winning mindset, that unstoppable, unshakable mindset, you have to have this uncommon mindset, per se. Uncommon belief and intention that you hold this vision for yourself that there is absolutely no doubt that you will not succeed. You are going to succeed because you have the mindset that says you have no other belief otherwise. Now, for some people, they might think you could be delusional. But for those of anyone who has chased their own dreams, who have gone after with that conviction of knowing, that inner knowing of where they're going, what they're wanting to accomplish, they know that there's no other options. There's no plan B. They're focused in on exactly where they're going. And unless another individual has done that for themselves, they cannot understand how you have this uncommon mindset. You have this mindset that's unshakable, unstoppable, and it's all because you believe in yourself. Now, the biggest thing with this type of mindset is when failure occurs, and that's predictable, that failure will occur when you challenge yourself and you put yourself out there for growth. It's going to be uncomfortable. There's going to be some challenge. There's going to be a little bit of struggle because you're learning and growing, and you might fall flat on your face, and you got to get yourself up and dust yourself off and move forward and go at it again. Now, some people will quit after the first or second try, but those with the unstoppable mindset, the unshakable mindset, will say, okay, I might have failed in this area, but they reframe it. They take this situation, they look at, what can I learn from this? What is the lesson I can take from here? And what can I apply moving forward? Or how can I integrate the new knowledge that I have to really up-leveling my game? Failure to me is the way you elevate, the way you take yourself to a new level of greatness. It's all tied together, but you have to first believe that you are meant for greatness and that you are going to step toward greatness by working and putting in that effort of only what you know you can do. You're going to hone your crafts. You're going to eliminate the distractions because you don't got time because you're so busy growing into who you are, stepping into your potential every opportunity you get. Now, the third one is really about getting tactical. And you're like, tactics, Deb? Yes, there's got to be some strategy. There's got to be some tactics to apply. So as you are growing and stepping out of that comfort zone and you're on your path for greatness, you got to be tactical in the fact that you got to stop what's not working. So Albert Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over, getting the same results, and you're expecting that something different is going to magically happen. It doesn't work that way because the same thoughts, the same feelings, the same actions are going to produce the same results. So somewhere in there, you need to change something. And it often starts with changing your thought. What do you believe is possible for you? Is there an opinion that you have attached to yourself like a piece of lint that you need to brush off and say, no, I'm not attaching myself to that opinion because that's not what I believe, because I have an unshakable mindset. I have an unstoppable mindset, and I believe that I can accomplish what I am focused on. See, you're going to focus on what's working, right? And you're going to stop doing what's not working, or you're going to look at it and say, okay, is there something I need to improve here? Is there something that I need to change, adjust? But you're not going to continue to do the same cycle over and over, sitting back wondering, am I going to get different results? No, because you know it's not going to work that way. So you need to get tactical. And also with tactile is you need to be confident in who you are, and that's where that mindset piece comes in. And you're going to focus on if there's something emotionally pulling you off your game, you're going to ask for help and you're going to work through it. It is part of your growth. So that's part of getting tactical and really believing yourself with that conviction. Because when it comes to Fairweather fans, they are the ones who are only there when the going gets good. But those who are diehard fans, and that's what you need to be for yourself, you need to be a diehard fan of yourself, that no matter the weather, no matter the circumstance, you believe. And you are going to put in the work, you're going to put in the effort because you know what's possible. You already see that vision of where you're going. You don't know all the details necessarily how it's going to unfold at this step, because rarely is it just a linear road. It's, diversions and detours and lessons along the way. But you have this internal knowing, this trust in yourself, that as you continuously be your diehard fan, give yourself that support and encouragement. And Don Miguel Ruiz talks about in the 4 Agreements, be impeccable with your word. That begins with you, me. That when we speak impeccably about our word, we're not putting ourselves down. We're not, beating ourselves up over things that don't go well. We're reframing any kind of negative thinking or situations that don't go well. And we're like, okay, another lesson learned. You don't want to spend a lot of time down. You want to brush yourself off and you're going to keep going. It's a radical shift from what you're probably used to. So practice outside your comfort zone. Go for your greatness. Get tactical. And let's start making things happen. Evaluate the plans that you have. You need to really think about what are the skill set? Where can you stretch yourself? If you see a situation that's come up for a challenge or growth, jump on it, get involved. When it comes to greatness, it all starts with that belief in yourself. Believe in yourself with your own conviction. Have that unstoppable mindset. And I can tell you from my own experience, I've been taken off that path. And it took me a bit to build back up to it. But when you're back up, you know that you don't need to fall very far because you're going to get back up again because you have something that's uncommon to other average thinking individuals, because they have gotten complacent. They have gotten themselves in a place of feeling really comfortable and they don't want to stretch. They don't want to grow, and that's fine for them. But is it fine for you? And now it's again, let's get tactical, let's get moving, let's make things happen. So go out, take your plan, put it into action, and don't keep doing the same things over and over expecting different results. Change things up, stop anything that is not serving you, and let's crush it, move forward, taking all your lessons with you, knowing that you are on your road to success. Be a diehard fan of yourself, speak impeccably about yourself to yourself and to others, and things will start to shift for you. Go ahead and move forward with that. I always love when you drop a line, comment below, hit the bell, subscribe so you don't miss a single video. And if you know someone who's a Fairweather fan, whether it be your home sports team or for themselves, it is time to share this video with them so that they can start elevating their game and getting their head in the game. I would love for you to go over to my website at www.debrakasowski.com, where you can get your 3-part video course of making habits stick so you can build focus and consistency into those goals and dreams. As Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And as always, go out and have a great day.